y'all, Kat here, your favorite ginger bibliophile. And when I upload this, it'll be Monday, so y'all know what that means. Another Grimm tale. I was gonna have Little Man, but he decided he didn't want to visit once I tried to open my laptop to record. Though I did catch a video of him, slinking off of the couch. So y'all will get that for your Sunday, animal short. 'Cause he has the cutest little booty. And it's so funny watching him just wee. He's such a little weirdo. So maybe we'll get some pups, maybe not. I had to rearrange myself on the couch because Big Girl was curled up in my spot. And as soon as I tried to go to the corner, she's like, "Oh, you're abusing me. You're gonna steal my usual spot. Fine." And just wandered over there to go flop on the floor instead. Because, she can't share with Mama except for occasionally. Because they've already had breakfast, so it's her nap time. And this is kind of driving me nuts because I had to straighten my hair since it's very cold. And air drying is, yeah, that's like a 4 hour process. I would have a heat bill through the freaking roof. But this did not curl the way that I wanted it to with the little straightener. Kind of tried to give it a little flip and curl the ends, and they curled in an obnoxious way that's trying to make me eat them. But yeah, this side it's the same thing, but it behaved. And it always looks longer, even though if I do this, I know they match. But yeah, so that's that. Weird intro. So what story are we going to read today? I have no idea. We're going with, let's see here, we're on story 51. It's Foundling. And hopefully it's not very long. Yay, it's not. Because we had lows of 60 degrees Monday and a high of 40 degrees on Thursday. Minus another 15 for the wind chill. So, yeah, this is, a little sick right now, but it's behaving, so hopefully we'll get through this. I got my drink just in case, and we'll see how it goes, because I have no idea about this tale. Once upon a time, a forester went out hunting in the forest, and as he entered it, he heard some cries like those of a small child. He followed the sound and eventually came to a big tree where he saw a little child sitting on the top. The child's mother had fallen asleep with him under the tree, and a hawk had seen the child in her lap. So it had swooped down, carried the child away with its beak, and set him down on top of the tree. How small was that child? Jeez. I mean, I know I've heard of birds carrying away very small dogs, but, was that thing just like a newborn? Because I'm pretty sure, I mean, some of them birds do get fairly large. There's one in my bird identifying book that's yeah, it has an 18-inch wingspan, but still, foot and a half long flopping bird versus how freaking huge is that kid? They get 20 pounds very quickly. Maybe it was a condor that's pretending to be a hawk. The forester climbed the tree and brought the child down. He thought, "You ought to take him home with you and raise him with your little Lena." So the bird stole the kid, and now the humans stealing the kid that the bird. There is a lot of passing this baby around. Jeez. So he took the boy home, and the two children grew up together. However, the boy who had been found on top of the tree was called Foundling because he had been carried off by a bird. Foundling and Lena were very fond of each other. In fact, they loved each other so much that they became sad if they were not constantly within sight of each other. Now we know it's a fairy tale, because no siblings like each other that much. Now the forester had an old cook, and one evening she took 2 buckets and began fetching water. But she did not go to the well simply one time, but many times. When Lena saw this, she asked, "Tell me, old Santa, where are you fetching so much water? If you promise to keep it a secret, I'll let you in on my secret." Lena, of course, replied that she would not tell a soul. Then the cook said, "Early tomorrow morning, when the forester goes out hunting, I'm going to heat some water over the fire, and when it's boiling, I'm going to throw a foundling in and cook him." She's not even the evil stepmother, and she's gonna cook the kid. Maybe she's actually a witch. Hansel and Gretel knockoff? Early the next morning, the forester got up to go out hunting, and when he had gone, the children were still in bed. Then Lena said to Foundling, "If you won't forsake me, I won't forsake you." "Never, ever," said the Foundling. "Well, then, I'm going to tell you something. Last night, old Santa was fetching many buckets of water into the house, and I asked her why she was doing that. She said that if I wouldn't tell a soul, she'd let me in on her secret. I promised not to tell a living soul. Then she said that early this morning, when my father goes out hunting, she would boil a kettle full of water, throw you in, and cook you. So let's get up quickly, dress ourselves, and go away together." And then we've got, she definitely looks like, the evil Snow White witch there, and our sweet little girl. No pigtails, so she might actually be sweet. We all know we can't trust the pigtails. I've pulled that one. Then the two children got up, dressed themselves quickly, and went away. When the water in the kettle began to boil, the cook went into the bedroom to get Foundling and throw him into the kettle. But as she entered the room and went over to the beds, she saw that the two children were gone. Oh, excuse me, and became greatly alarmed. First video of the day, and I'm already ready for a nap. We'll power through, though. There's only one more page, I think. What shall I say when the forester comes home and sees the children are gone? I'd better send some people after them to get them back. Why did, the original mom not think about this? How many years has it been? And nobody showed up and gone, "Hey, have you seen my missing kid?" I imagine there can't be that many people to go, "Hey, help me find my child," is went missing when we napped in the woods like idiots. The cook sent 3 servants to run after them and bring them back. But the children were sitting at the edge of the forest and saw the 3 servants coming from afar. "If you won't forsake me, I won't forsake you," said Lena. "Never, ever," said Foundling. "Then change yourself into a rose bush, and I'll be the rose on it," said Lena. I thought these were kids, not little, magical elves or something. Just becoming rose bushes. What the heck? See, he could have changed himself into something huge that the hawk couldn't steal off his sleeping mama and get stuck in a tree. Or he could have become a cat, and then it would have been fitting for him to be, stuck up in a tree. When the 3 servants reached the edge of the forest, they saw nothing but a rose bush with a little rose on it. The children were nowhere to be seen. "There's nothing doing here," they said, and they went home, where they told the cook they had seen nothing but a rose bush with the rose on it. Then the cook scolded them. "You blockheads! You should have cut the rose bush in 2, plucked the rose, and brought it back with you. Now go quickly and do it." Why does she, hate the rose bush? So they had set out once more and looked for they had to set out once more and look for the children. But when the children saw them coming from afar, they said, "If you won't forsake me, I won't forsake you. Never, ever." "Then change yourself into a church, and I'll be the chandelier hanging in it." Dang, this kid's got some skills. From human to a full-on huge building. When the 3 servants arrived at the spot, there was nothing but a church and a chandelier in it. "What's there to do here? Let's go home." Oh! And they're not wondering why suddenly the rose bush is missing and now there's a huge church. I wonder about people. When they got home, the cook asked whether they had found anything. They said no, they had found nothing but a church with the chandelier inside. "You fools!" the cook scolded. "Why didn't you destroy the church and bring back the chandelier?" Well, she's got some weird ideas. She might want to just, go with them. This time, the old cook herself set out on foot. Good job, you evil witch. And pursued the children with the 3 servants. But the children saw the 3 servants coming from afar, and also the cook, who was waddling behind them. "Foundling," said Lena, "if you won't forsake me, I won't forsake you. Never, ever." "Then change yourself into a pond," said Lena, and I'll be the duck swimming in it. When the cook arrived and saw the pond, she lay down beside it and began to drink up. However, the duck quickly swam over, grabbed her head in its beak, and dragged her into the water. The old witch was thus drowned, and the children went home together. They were very happy, and if they have not died, they are still alive. Yeah, that's usually how life and death works. So, but she drank part of the little boy. Is he like missing an arm now from she drank that up before she got drowned? Like, how the heck does that work? So, yeah, that was a very weird story. So, hopefully, y'all like that, and we will see what's going on next week. And I will see you soon. Bye. Happy reading.